Welcome to American Dream Life, where we learn how to grow your beliefs and become a united human being. Why I feel that I want to share those stories with you to inspire you, to empower you that it's possible. We living in duality world, and for years I thought that it had to be one way. When I started actually discovering another one, that actually the first way is a doorway to walk through to the other way, to another side of experiencing our dual world. And it's an amazing journey, and from with all that I'm learning on my journey with and being empowered and guided by divine powers, by amazing people that coming on my path that have a better understanding of the subject, that I'm tapping into it to learn more about it, where I get to experience on a daily basis uh, interactions with other human beings, and finding the awareness and perspective from from one side to the other. It's very helpful, and it's only possible when we are open to that experience, when we coming from a standpoint of responsibility, when we are ready to forgive, when we are ready to love others. And today is on the subject of how to be forgiving. Few days ago, I had a situation that the hurtful feelings are probably still a bit uh, kind of hanging around my head, and I'm working on moving them through, and not living in the story, and keep playing and over analyzing in my mind how that story could play out different, what I get to learn from it. So even to that, not really stucking, because even if you attempting at that moment on your time, finding what story I get to learn from that experience, might be also pushy and manipulating, and create a closeness, and you will become kind of closer to the problem, and will not be able to discover what lesson I supposed to learn from the experience. So I'm not repeating that experience over and over again, and creating more frustration, more resentment within myself, because I don't know what's going on, and all of a sudden I'm blaming others. I'm playing a victim, that everything and everybody is against me. So learning how to come back to that responsibility, coming from the center, and ready to forgive, no matter if that was other person's fault or was your fault. And forgiveness is actually for many times for you. It doesn't matter, honestly, whose fault it is. It's because then you operating from the ego, and you thinking you want to prove that the ego is right, and you will look for the evidence to prove your point. And it's not the point. The point is for you to actually liberate yourself from that energy, stuckness energy, of being right and judgmental for other human being. So you can actually forgive. And first, you have to start with you, and you have to create that awareness, and then forgive yourself for the whole situation, to be open to experience, to see what else is there. And when you ready to forgive yourself and forgiving yourself, then you can forgive others, and you can release that energy. It's a very strong, powerful energy when you holding grudges, when you holding resentment towards other human beings. And I know a thing or two. I've been living through that for some time, and many times with reflection on those times, why I was allowing actually for those experiences to happen like that, and why I was keep repeating the story and not learning the lesson, because I felt hurt. I felt that if I will open up again to another human being, when I noticed some signs, when there were some triggering things in our conversation, in our experience, in our interaction, I will be hurt again. And I rather I don't know, fight back if somebody is attacking me, or actually if I don't see that I can win that battle, to actually close myself off and cut the ties with the person, and not interacting with that person anymore. And recently, that's the experience that I want to share and stuff. Um, the both situation happened that I felt resentment because it wasn't going my way. Become judgmental about why the person did something that I don't appreciate. It felt that she was attempting to hurt me, and when I was trying, I thought that I'm ready to forgive, that I'm ready to actually mend the fences and kind of create peace and joy with that person. The person wasn't ready to do it, and that created some imbalance within myself, when the person, out of their hurt, started sharing with me something that it felt, I still felt some charge into it. Instead of partially, I was coming to a neutral space, not taking personally the feedback I was receiving. But then there was still something that it felt too close, and felt hurtful, hearing those words from another person. So I realized that there's no point of attacking each other anymore. That there definitely needs to be more space created here, and allowing for the other person to be, and be in peace. That that person might not accept me for who I am, and actually accept me. Actually, hello, whoever joined me, accepting myself, and that's what's important. And over the few days that I was keep dwelling on it, and it was some feelings like mixed feelings, and to the point of some grieving, because at this point I'm not sure if I ever will have a relation with that person. Well, we come to terms, and ready to be in the relation. I know I have high expectations, and actually going more towards what I want to, what I want in my lives, what kind of relations I want to create. I no longer stand for any fake relations, for kissing somebody bad just to be accepted. I'm going for the authentic relations, loyal relations, to for the people of accepting me for who I am, not manipulating me to change, for them to, me to, or me trying to change for them, so they accept me. Coming kind of more standing in my power to create those, like I had mentioned, honest, authentic, loyal relations, where we can enjoy each other company, that we're not trying to fix each other, where we're feeling good, that we actually honest with each other, and it's not so triggering with each other. So that's what I'm working on creating, and that part of forgiving myself for other relation I created out of that kind of lack and scarcity, that everybody's supposed to love me, everybody's supposed to accept me, because if not, it feels hurtful. It feels that resentment, and where I felt that I was resenting myself, because possibly there's something wrong within me, that not everyone are willing to accept me, until I start realizing that it's not always about me. It's actually about other human beings, that coming from their perspective, from their hurts, their experiences, and they might be projecting. I might be a mirror for them, for their experience, and me taking it personally, and their experiences on me. It's not the way to go, and allowing, like I had mentioned, that space for them to realize. And because of my higher awareness, sometimes I can see what other people don't see, being more observer of my own life and observer of other people. And it's sometimes it's painful and hard not to somehow make some suggestions, or for the person to, because I know if they just knew what I feel know about where they're coming from, they will be in a much better space. They would get empowered, and they would create an amazing life for themselves. However, I'm realizing more and more that I cannot do that for them. They have to be ready. They have to be in acceptance of themselves, and create that awareness, and coming from an observer perspective, where they creating those imbalances in their lives, where they feeling triggered by other people, what triggering for them, what experience they experienced before, and they keep replaying, and not ready to extract the lesson out of that experience. It's not my job to do that for them. I can be an inspiration when they actually ready in the space that they feel so lost, and that they cannot feel can help themselves anymore. I'm happy to support them. I still will not be able to do that for them. However, if they open to listening to what I get to share with them, and for them to somehow be in the space of accepting and not taking it personally, but just reflecting and creating awareness, and see how that can support them to shift their experience, to shift where they're coming from. I'm happy to do that. So that's on the subject of how to be forgiving. And what one more thing I want to kind of share, how I also kind of help myself with that forgiving process, was actually writing a letter to a person that there was some stuck energy hanging around, and I analyzing and over analyzing, and that actually created that more clarity, removed some of that stuckness energy. And I was doing that this morning, and also gave me some more clarity what that experience was about. And that's the reason I decided to come live and share the whole experience, and the lessons I was able to extract from that experience in my own life. So to provide value to you, so you can live a true American life as a united human being. And it's possible to come from those from one side of being stuck, of being resentful towards yourself or other people, to another side, opening the door. The door is open. It's just you uh, taking a handle on that door and opening. The door is waiting for you to be open. It's not even locked, so you don't have to find the lock. It's just waiting for you until you will be ready. Then go to the other side and experience the other side of our beautiful world, where you can, from all that resentment towards yourself and others, can create some amazing experiences where you can experience that joy, love, and happiness in your life, and full acceptance of yourself, the unconditional love, unconditional receiving, coming from abundance. It's possible for you. And I'm waiting to hear and waiting to see where you're ready to explore, to open that door to that possibility. Their possibilities are infinite, and for you to create that awareness that that's what it is, and living your true American dream. If there's anything I can do to support you, feel free to reach out. Sending lots of love, joy, and peace. And until the next time, take care.